All right, welcome to the Ace. We are going to be going over America's week one. Kind of give an overview of America's in general, and then dive into a couple things. We're going to hit some top 10 players, power rankings, and we're going to go through pick'ems. So let's just dive right into it. Right in. All right, so top 10 players in Americas. So starting from the bottom, number 10, EU. I think he is kind of an understated player on this 100 Thieves team. I think 100 Thieves is one of the best teams right now. They lost to the two teams in Shanghai that went to the finals in pretty close games. I think EU is an exceptional recon initiator, and he's been playing lights out. I think he's a driving force in this 100 Thieves team, setting up some of their other best players here. So next we got another 100 Thieves guy, Cryo. So he's another top player. He is I would say primary dual. They kind of have a duelist system with him and Asuna. So with Cryo, he is really kind of taken over that jet role and smokes. He's doing a really good job. He had a little bit of a disappointing time in Shanghai. He's I think with the changes coming up, I think a lot of people are doubting him, but he's still one of those top players. And I think he's still going to be just fine up here at 9. Going up to 8. So EG's kind of a sleeper team. I think some people are down on them, but Giacomo is. I think he was understated in this EG team last year. I don't think he was given the respect that he probably should have gotten. He's an outstanding Raze player, and he's picked up the Jet this year as the primary duelist on this team, and has been really playing well. Them comboed with Potter's strats and the other guys on the team all playing together and playing really well. I think this team might surprise people. I think Giacomo is going to be the leader of that. Next we got Jonah P. This guy was a beast in Shanghai. G2 made a big run, went top 3, and they were playing super well, and a lot of this was on the back of Jonah P just shutting down sites. His Viper is incredible. I remember there was a game on Lotus, the one that I'm thinking of right now, and he was on top of everything. He was always on the right side. He was always shutting down pushes, and he's been fragging out crazy. This guy is insane. I like watching him play a lot. He's a fun player to watch on G2. Number 6. All right, so the NRG guys. We get some NRG guys back. I think Sam, who was their best player last year, I think he's going to have to really step up and play really, really well this year, or for the second split if they want to make it to champs. So I think Sam is an incredible talent, and he's really got I think he's going to bring a little bit of the vibes. He's going to bring his fragging, and he's just a great smokes player all around. I'm interested to see what they do because they don't really have the primary duelist right now. I think Victor is most likely going to play the primary duelist, but I wouldn't be surprised if they, with some of the changes, if they slide Sam in. I mean, I feel like Sam has been playing smokes and played smokes last year, but he is one of those unique players that can almost play anything. He could really flex really easily. So I mean, I'm really excited for him. I think he's going to be really, really, really good this year. Let's see, number 5, we got Tins. Tins, this Sentinels team, I'll talk about them more later. But the way that this team can bounce back, I think, is a little understated as well. Tins is one of the best players in the league. He's always been there. Even when they have down years like they have the past couple years, he's still one of those top guys. And I think him taking over the smokes role and his Omen is fantastic. He's got the right amount of aggro that goes into the smokes roll that you need to have, and then him paired with Zekken execing sights and things like that. Just watching them on split this past year so far has been nuts. But unfortunately, they kind of took a little downturn. But we'll talk more about Sin later. Number 4, we got Les. This Loud team is going to be interesting. I don't know exactly what to think about them yet. They've been very disappointing, but Les has always been a top tier player. I think purely out of skill, he just ranks in. He's got to be in top 5. So I think I put him up in 4. I could have swapped Les and Tins, I feel like, but Les, I feel like Les just has to be up there. He's such a talented player and really plays his role well. I feel like he's also a guy that could swap over to like a duelist role and just has the mechanical skill to be able to take over games. Number 3, Oxy. Oxy, this guy is fantastic. Kind of the rookie. I feel like he's the rookie of the year in Americas right now. Cloud9 is looking like they're in a good spot to make a run for champs. As long as they keep performing, they don't even have to do that much really. But Oxy is leading this team in that duelist role. He's got the vibes. This dude is a chatterbox. He's yelling at people across stage. He's all hyped up all the time, and his aim is insane. And he plays all the roles on the duelist well. It'll be interesting to see. I bet you we see him on Neon. I bet you he is up there with Mini Boo in the Neon category. I can just see this guy with the way he plays and his aim style. I feel like that fits really well. I'm excited to see him play. I'm really excited to see him play. Number 2, Aspas, the GOAT. I think it's hard to put anybody else. I mean, he has to be top 2. A lot of people would say he's still number 1. This Lev team is looking a little suspect coming out of Shanghai. They looked really clean going in, or at least at the end of stage 1. Playoffs was a little shaky. They barely squeaked in, but Aspas is the one that's carrying this team. I think if they switch some things around and really get some things locked in, I feel like he can take over games, and has been one of the best players in the world for a long time. So I don't really see him being anywhere outside the top 2. And my number 1, Mr. Zekken. I feel like he stepped up this year. He's always been good. He's still young, and he's still learning. But as a duelist, this guy has been popping off. I feel like split 1 was a little shaky for Sin. Again, we'll talk about them later, but I do feel like Sin is poised for a return from their run in Masters Madrid, but I think Zekken is one of the top tier guys there. All right, so that's my top 10. So go back through it. EU, Cryo, Jaw, Jonah P, Som, Tins, Les, Oxy, Aspas, and Zekken. All right, so let's roll into power rankings. Let's get some power rankings in here. So the way I'm going to do this is my S tier. These are the 4 teams that I think are going to make it to champs. I'm going to put 4 teams here, and I'm going to every tier underneath it is less and less likely to make it. So A tier are the teams that I think will push to get in, maybe make playoffs, maybe make a run. B and below will be kind of the lower tier teams I don't really think have much chance right now. But we'll talk through it as we go. Okay, just to start, I'm super excited about this Sin team. I think going to Shanghai helped them a lot. I think they're gonna come out and just start dominating, kind of like they did in kickoff, and kind of like they did at Madrid. I think coming out of Madrid, they had so much energy put into that, so much time. They didn't have much time coming into stage one. They looked shaky. They had a few good games, but at the end, it wasn't enough. Now over here, so we have overall standings here. So Sin is in 6th in overall standings. There's a lot of space in this middle part. Honestly, besides Furia and MIBR, it's gonna the last like 4 to 6 is gonna be really tough to predict. But Sin is definitely in a spot where they can make playoffs and get in. I think they go on a run here. They have, let's see, Cloud9, G2, NRG, Crew left. Is that right? Is that right here? Let's look at here. Look here real quick. Yeah. What did I say? June 20. Oh, June 23rd. Yeah. Okay. So Sin Crew. Is that what it is? Yeah, Sin Crew. C9 G2. Oh man, it's so hard. These are tough games. But I think at the end of the day, like the best teams are gonna win out. And I think Sin is still one of the best teams, so I'm gonna put them up there. Let's see. I think Furia is gonna be down here. I think it's gonna be really tough for them. I want to put MIBR down here, but I want to put them up. They just signed Shazam, who's gonna be filling in. Shazam was a star player for a while. He was on Sentinels, right? I remember that wrong. Let's see. Yeah, Sentinels. Yeah. Joined G2. Yeah, I mean, I think he's always been a good player, and he's been moved to content for a while. Hasn't played for a minute, but I do think he still got it, and I think he can bring up this MIBR team. Now, I'm not gonna say they're gonna make playoffs. I'm not gonna say they're gonna do anything crazy, but I think he can bring them up a little bit. Let's see here. This is tough. This is tough. So this is my initial thoughts. I'm just gonna kind of throw these up here. I think people are sleeping on Crew as well. This is kind of what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking right now. So I'm thinking Sin, 100 Thieves, Cloud9, NRG in the S tier. I think these four. I think NRG is going to sneak into playoffs and make a run. I think they make it a champs. I think Som and FNS are motivated and can get there. I think Cloud9 is in such a good spot that they make it as well. They probably get a bye if they win a couple games. I think they have a pretty good. Let's see. So they play Sin, G2, NRG, and Crew. Yeah, I mean they only have to win like probably 2 games. Actually don't know how this is going to play out. I think if they win 2 games, they might be able to get that 2nd seed. I just think they're in such a good spot. I think Crew is too, but I just don't know. I think Crew was so good, but they looked rough in playoffs. And it's just like, are they going to do the same thing? That's why I have them here, where these are the teams making playoffs. Oh man, this is tough. I think this is hard to tell right now. I really like EG. I think they have a outside shot. I think one of these teams is gonna bomb. I don't think it's gonna be any of these. I could see Cloud9, but I think they're gonna do it. I think it's gonna be Crew. I'm gonna do this. I don't think adding Pancata into Loud is gonna change too much. I still think, I don't know, if Tui's goes into the duelist role and just starts going off, I mean that could push him over the edge. I think this is really tough. I think these two are pretty easy. I think this is so tight right here. This is tight, and then some of these. I think these two are locked. Oh man, G2's tough. They did really well in Shanghai, but was that just a one-off? Because they didn't look that good, even going in. I mean, they won some good games in playoffs, but I mean, they got crushed by 100 Thieves. It might have been a one tournament thing. I'm not sure. So this is what we'll go with for now. I think these four make champs. I think G2 and EG are the 5 and 6 team in playoffs. Some order of this. I'm not going to even speculate on what order it's going to be, but I think these are the teams that make it. I think Korea is a good shot. I think Loud could. Lev is just a tough team right now too. Lev is, I feel like they have the players, and it's like the super team thing where it doesn't work out. They don't play together super well. There's examples of it, but it's not consistent. And in this league, and specifically Americas, it's gonna be so hard to not be like that. You have to have everything locked in, and I think these teams are in a better spot than these, but we'll see. So, all right, let's go into some pick'ems. Go into some pick'ems here. Go back. Come on. All right, pick'ems. Week 1, MIBR, Lev. Man. Shazam in here. Lev not looking great coming out of Shanghai. MIBR has time to cook. I could see this being an upset. I don't like the pick. I want to pick Lev, but I think this might be my upset this week. Sin, NRG. I think NRG, man, they need to win like every game. But I think to make playoffs, that's all they need. They just need to make playoffs. I think they win this. I think Sentinels comes out hot and they go on a run. I think it's tough that Energy plays them first though. I think 100 Thieves has Furia pretty easily. Loud EG. This team is going to be interesting. I think EG takes it though. I'm worried about this Loud team. This Loud team is going to be interesting to watch, but GT Cloud9. I think Cloud9's been cooking too. I think Oxy comes out and plays well. I think this is an upset. I think G2's favored here. G2 coming out hot out of Shanghai. I just again, I'm not big believers. I think Shanghai could have been a one-off. I don't know, but we'll see, you know? So we'll lock that in there. All right. All right, so outside of that, what else we got going on? So we have agent changes. I haven't really talked about those much. Neon. Neon is a crazy character to play. It doesn't look that fast when you're playing her, but it feels faster. It's the double slide, one less stun, I think is a good change. But Neon is really hard to play against right now, especially with some of these talented guys. I am so excited to see what these teams cook up with Neon. I think she's going to be being played a lot. I don't think Reina changes are that crazy. I like the Reina changes. I think it adjusts the things that needed to be adjusted. I like the faster dismiss. I like the lesser heal. The heal is OP. It's still nice to have. Like 50 HP is still really good. I like that they didn't even touch the flashes with Reyna. I think Reyna's flashes were just right. They're not supposed to be overpowered flashes. They're supposed to be used for taking space. And I think they still do a good job of that. You still have to shoot them out. Yeah, I like where Reyna is. And then ISO. I like that they rolled this back a little bit. They threw in the ISO changes to buff them. It went too far. ISO started dominating ranked. They realized it immediately. They quickly made changes to them. So we got the auto shield that gives the audio cue, which is actually really interesting because you can hear it a pretty good distance away. And so it's nice because they pop it, you know where they go in right before. So you really have to pop it and roll. But it's way less time now, so it's 20 seconds down to 12 seconds. And they got rid of the recharge. So you only have the one use, but if you get kills with it, you can snowball it into the orbs that you're shooting. So it's a great exec. I think it really fits what they're trying to do with these duelists. Have different ways of getting into sites and taking space, and the shield is a good way of doing it, especially against ops, especially against Raze ults. I think those two are massive. I think people are still going to be playing Raze. I don't think that's going to change. We'll go ahead and talk about Raze. Raze, the blast pack changes, I don't feel very much. I feel like the crazy double satchels are not there anymore. But I think in pro play, I mean, it's basically the same. It feels pretty similar. You can tell a little bit the distance that you lose, but on the main double satchels that most people use, I don't think it really changes much. It takes away a couple longer satchel options, and I think besides that, it does a pretty good job of minimalizing the overpowered portions of the agent, but also not destroying her. I think Raze is still going to be picked all the time. I don't think that's changed in pro play. I think the only reason why it would be swapped is if they want to try a neon or something like that, and they feel like they have a better team comp with a neon in it. I don't think it's going to have anything to do with Raze herself, but I feel like they did a good job with that as well. So outside of that, I am excited to play Abyss in comp. I've only done the Swift play. When does that start? When does Abyss Valorant go to comp? Patch 9.0. What is the 9.0 patch? Released June 25th. Okay, so this week. Abyss will come in there. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to have Abyss in the map pool. I like having Haven back. I love Haven. It's such a good map. The 3 bomb sites, all the different angles. I like that they didn't change anything about it. I really like the way it's set up right now. I'm sad to see Split go, but I am not sad about Breeze. That map is so hit or miss. I don't like maps that are dependent on solely how good your team is. I feel like you should still be able in ranked to be able to get onto a map, and if your team isn't playing super well, that should not be the sole decider. Because with Breeze, if you can't get those kills, there's no other way around things. You can fake, you can do some things, but overall, it's way harder to actually run strats and play to a higher level when you might not be hitting shots exactly the same. Because you can still win games and not be slapping with your shots. I mean, it just depends on how that works. And so I do like that, but I am excited for Abyss. I think a lot of people, after playing it a couple times, it's different, which scares a lot of people. I think a lot of people don't like the Abyss changes, or not the Abyss changes, but a lot of people don't like the fact that they have done something different with this map. I think it adds a different aspect to the game. I think it'll bring in new ideas. I'm so pumped to see it in pro play, because in pro play, whoever plays these maps first is going to set the tone. And I'm so excited about the new ideas, new ways to play it, all the different comps, because there's not going to be a meta comp to start with. It's kind of like Sunset was. I mean, Sunset was interesting. I think this one's even more interesting. I am interested to see. I think Harbor's going to be played a ton. All the open sight lines and stuff. Harbor or Viper. I think, who else is good on that map? I think Astra. I could see like an Astra Viper or Astra Harbor comp, double controller with how much space there is. And I think Astra smokes are a little bit better. And then just movement duelists. You could see Neon would be good. I have a feeling it's going to be some sort of like Neon, Astra, Harbor, Sova, maybe another Flash Initiator. I don't even know, because you could, man, the Sentinels are going to be tough. Maybe Sage? I don't know. We'll see. But that's all we're going to go through today. If you enjoyed, follow me on my socials, which will be in the description below. We'll keep doing this. We're gonna start doing this weekly. We're mainly talking about Americas, and then going over a few other different Valorant related things coming up. But thank you for watching and listening, and have a good one.